Hello. Apologies this didn't go up when planned, but life does not always go to plan. I wanted to highlight the excellent Rob Keeley, and he's actually got more than one book. This is the Fairly Magic Show, and this and The Alien in the Garage, which we also have and have enjoyed, are both groups of short stories for sort of Key Stage 2, so 8 to secondary school, 11, 12. And we've particularly enjoyed them because our oldest child is quite a reluctant reader, and so finds kind of, a whole book, a bit overwhelming. And so to have one with short stories has been really, really helpful. And it's a proper book, if you know what I mean. It's not a childish book, so I don't feel like we're kind of dumbing down and making him read things that are beneath his sort of age. But I did feel that they gave him the opportunity to kind of find reading more of a pleasure and less of a demand. So they're short stories. Some of them are connected. So some of the characters appear again and again, which is quite nice because there's that familiarity to them. We've really enjoyed them because they're quite funny. Some of them are really silly. Some of them are, they're just enjoyable, they're just fun, and that's really nice. They're not overly moralistic or, we're not always learning things, and I think kids get a bit sick of being, I think they see an unwritten behavioural sort of a story with, underlying truths to be told. I think kids see that a mile away, and I think it's quite nice to just read for fun, actually. And I think we should really encourage children to read for fun, and not always to find hidden meaning in things or to find, deep moral stories in things. Sometimes you can just read something and it's funny, and then you can leave it there. So these are lovely stories. I like the characters. I like the kids. I like the brothers. I like that. I like that when they find the alien in the garage, the kids are just totally, oh yeah, and they're just funny. They're just well written, and engaging, really engaging for children. And it's nice actually to find something. There's a zillion picture books. Little children I think are kind of overwhelmingly catered for, but I've found it quite hard to find appropriate reading for that nearly teenage, not quite teenage, but nearly teenage. So I think the kind of, young adult section has also grown at an extraordinary, wonderful rate. So I kind of feel once they're older, I've got loads of stuff to offer them again. But actually that middle bit, that kind of end of primary, start of secondary, there isn't a huge amount, I don't think, out there. And a lot of it is very... all the kind of Horrid Henry and the lot of, some of it isn't actually that nice. It's all lots of toilet humour, which I know kids love. But this is lovely because I think it's better quality than that. And I think, they were fun to read, but they were also interesting and engaging and weren't childish in the way that they're written. And I think that's really powerful stuff. So thank you to Rob. The other thing I like about them is that as an adult they're fun to read, and that's quite important. So, we can read these together. And some children's stuff I've struggled with. I did not enjoy the Biff and Kipper years, and I've got that to come again. Whereas this I did enjoy reading with them, and that's really powerful as a parent if you feel you can enjoy it as well. And I think kids, when you're enjoying something, I think they sense that. And it's much easier to have conversations and discussions about what you're reading if you as an adult see the value of it. So that's also I'm really grateful to Rob for that. And Rob does have, he's branched out, and he does have a new picture book, which is going to come out. And I'm going to have that. We're going to have Children's Week now in all the school holidays. And so I'm going to have, I'll put a link to that on the website, but I'm going to actually review it in the May half term, so not too long. In a few weeks' time, I'll review that one as well.